Women of Reddit, what's the most unexpectedly romantic thing your unromantic partner has ever done? Donnie and I have been together for 6 years, married for 3. He's a good guy, reliable, funny, kind to our elderly neighbors, amazing with our cats. But romance has never been his strong suit. This is the man who once gave me a toilet plunger for my birthday, because our bathroom had been having issues that week. He genuinely thought it was a thoughtful gift because it solved a problem. Bless him. Last weekend was our anniversary. We'd agreed to keep it low-key since our water heater broke last month and ate up all our extra cash. Our building is super old, and the landlord takes forever to fix anything, so we ended up covering it ourselves. Between that and my student loans coming out of deferment. The morning of our anniversary, I woke up to an empty bed, which was weird because Donnie sleeps like the dead on Saturdays. I checked my phone, barely 7 a.m., and saw no texts from him. I figured maybe he'd gone to grab breakfast or something, so I shuffled to the kitchen to make coffee. That's when I noticed our ancient boombox was missing from its usual spot on the counter. We've had this dinosaur forever. It's from Donnie's high school days, and he refuses to part with it even though it weighs like 20 pounds and skips CDs half the time. He usually only moves it when he's cleaning, rare, or when the cats knock it over, frequent. I didn't think much of it until I went to take out the trash and spotted his car still in the parking lot. So he hadn't gone for breakfast. Weird. I was halfway through my first cup of coffee when I heard a familiar noise outside our apartment door. The unmistakable sound of that boombox's wonky power button clicking. I opened the door to find Donnie standing there in his ratty pajama pants and that faded band t-shirt he's had since college, looking simultaneously embarrassed and determined. The boombox was balanced precariously on our welcome mat, and he was frantically trying to get it to play. He looked up at me with this deer-in-headlights expression and mumbled something about ruining the surprise. Then the boombox finally cooperated, and I immediately recognized the song, Video Killed the Radio Star, by the Buggles. I must have looked confused because Donnie started rambling nervously. He reminded me of our third date 6 years ago, when we'd gone to that dive bar with the broken jukebox that would only play 5 songs, including this one. We'd had way too many $2 beers and ended up dancing to this song 3 times while making up increasingly ridiculous dance moves. It was the first night we'd said, I love you, both of us shouting it over the music, laughing so hard we could barely breathe. I had completely forgotten about that night. Not the I love you part, but the specific song and the dancing. But Donnie remembered. He'd apparently dug through 4 boxes in our storage closet at 5:30 that morning to find the boombox and the ancient mix CD his cousin had made him in 2005 that had this song on it. He asked if I wanted to dance with him in the hallway. Part of me was thinking about our grumpy neighbor across the hall who would definitely complain about the noise, and another part was very aware I was standing there in my old sleep shirt with no bra and morning breath. But there was Donnie, holding out his hand, looking so hopeful and nervous. So we danced in our hallway at 7:15 in the morning to a staticky version of Video Killed the Radio Star. We did all the same stupid moves from 6 years ago. The zombie arms, the exaggerated disco points, that weird shimmying thing that Donnie thinks is cool but makes him look like he's having a mild seizure. Halfway through, Mrs. Garcia from next door opened her door to see what the commotion was. Instead of yelling at us, she just smiled, shook her head, and went back inside. 3 minutes later, she returned with her phone and took our picture, saying something about young love keeping her faith in humanity alive. It wasn't roses or jewelry or a fancy dinner. It wasn't even planned very well. But watching Donnie almost drop that ancient boombox while trying to reenact a dance move from 6 years ago, still in his pajamas, with morning stubble and bedhead, IDK, it just hit different. This man who forgets to buy toilet paper when we're literally on the last roll somehow remembered the exact song from the exact moment when we first said, I love you. He remembered the stupid dance moves we made up when we were tipsy at 23 and 26.